Good morning, everyone. So today we've got an exciting day. We are replacing the rear tires on this Chrysler 300C SRT8. So as you can see, the tires that I have on there in the middle are bald. They're basically bald. They're not great. So these are actually Hankook Ventus V12s, 255, 45, R20, and we're replacing them with some beautiful Firestone INDY 500s, 255, 45, R20s, of course. So this is the tread pattern on them. I really like this tread pattern. It is supposedly the Firestone Firehawk INDY 500. I like the name a lot too. Is a ultra high performance summer tire. So it's supposed to be good in wet traction. Of course, I don't drive this car in the rain, so I'm not too worried, but it looks like it is going to have great grip on the road. And that's ultimately what I'm looking for, especially with a car that has 475 odd horsepower. So these Hankooks, while they are good tires, they just didn't, I mean, they weren't great from when I bought them, really. There just wasn't enough tread on them. And I did not want to go with the Goodyears because these tires are super hard. So these are 245, 45 ZR20s. And those are 99Ys. I bought W101s. These are 105Ys. So you can see that all these tires are different. But anyway, I have these on my Challenger as well. I don't like the Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. They are too hard. They are too hard for my liking. It's harsh. It's a harsh ride. So I'm going to see what these Firehawks are, and if I like them, then when the time comes to replace these tires up here, although these are actually going to last me quite a while, I will replace those as well. But we're going to hop in the car, get up to Farm and Fleet, have these replaced, and when I get back into the car, we'll do a little driving review of these tires here. Do a little highway entering here. A little bit of a curvature on the road. I hit this going pretty fast, actually. Woo. I could feel the tires are a little cool this morning. Oh man, this thing's gliding like a dream right now. God dang it, this thing has so much power. Oh, how fun. All right, guys, update here to my Firestone Firehawk INDY 500 tires. So after doing some further investigation, I found that Farm and Fleet put my tires on wrong. So the left side, the left rear is put on correctly. I was shining my tires with some permanent tire shine last night, and I noticed that the left side was outside. It said outside on it, so it was put on correctly. Then I go to the right side, and I noticed it was on the inside. The inside tire was, or the inside part of the tire was pointing outside. So I had the video published and edited, everything like that. So now we're making an addendum to provide the total correct information. And when I was driving yesterday, I noticed, like, just the turn I made right now on a right-hand turn, I'm like, well, wait a second, why is that right tire spinning out so much? Well, it's because the treads are in the wrong direction. So the right side, I just noticed something even at acceleration. I'm like, what is going on? So the right side is on backwards, so the tread is moving around in the wrong direction. So we're gonna get that fixed. We're gonna get it fixed, and then we are going to give you the correct information on how this car drives with the correct tires. Oh my gosh, it's one thing after another. And now to make matters worse, this is the road conditions right now with a tire that is put on improperly. So this can't sight off, and now this is just staying on the roads. So we're in whiteout conditions basically with these tires. Now, I can't even judge how good the tires are because Farm and Fleet, again, put the tires on wrong. And not only besides that, this is the worst conditions I've ever drove any of my cars in. You know, any of my classics or my collectible cars. So I feel pretty bad for this vehicle. I should have rescheduled to a different day, but this is quite amazing. If I were to try to stop right now, I would not have good luck. And it looks like it is coming down for a while, so we'll see what the drive home is going to be like here. Okay, so I've actually got the correct tires on the vehicle now. It only took 2 tries, and I had to tell them which tire it was on wrong. But I've got the Firestone Firehawks Indy 500s on the vehicle. So I was actually going to take the freeway, but I'm not going to take the freeway this time. I'm going to take the back way home just to get a little bit more feel of these tires. So initially right off the bat, these tires are way more smooth than the Goodyear Eagle F1 supercars that were on my Challenger and the Hankook Ventus V12s that were on the back of this car. So I'm impressed with that. I am very impressed. The traction just right off the bat on these wet roads, mind you, seems really good. Now, I haven't really driven this car in wet roads before, so this is kind of my first experience with them. With that being said, the roads are starting to dry out now, so, you know, they seem essentially fine. But I do have to say, now that the tires are on correctly, the ride of this, just from front to back, the front still has the Eagle F1 supercars on it. The back of this car has the new Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s. And I do have to say, these tires seem a little bit softer. Not a lot softer, but a little bit softer. The Eagle F1 supercars, those performance tires, I can't even call them performance tires. They're too hard. They are just too hard. They remind me of the Eagle RSAs that I had on my Ford Fusion. Narrow sidewall, not a lot of sidewall. They're very hard. So I don't like that about those Eagle F1s. I do like the sidewall on these Indy 500s though. They seem to soften up the back a little bit, which I appreciate. I'm not taking this car on the track. I don't care. The tread pattern on them, I appreciate that. I like that a lot. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a sporty look, more of a dragster type look to it instead of your normal street. And along with that, from the little bit of half acceleration, half throttle action I've been giving the vehicle, it seems to hold on to traction just fine. I'm impressed so far. I really am impressed. For the money that I bought these, A, on Amazon, so they were automatically cheaper. B, I used my Amazon card, so I got 5% back. And C, they didn't charge me any shipping, so the cost just made sense. And I wasn't able to get these tires at any of my local tire shops, so it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. And all the reviews that I saw on YouTube that are a lot more in-depth than mine seem to give high ratings of this vehicle. Alright guys, I've got some mileage under my belt now with these tires, about 15 miles. They're starting to warm up a little bit, but again, this is probably one of the coldest days that I've ever driven this car before. It's like 30 degrees. So just a randomly cold day in April. But overall, the tires are starting to warm up a little bit, which is nice, so I can kind of see how they react a little bit better. They are warming up a little bit. One thing I still do notice, I mean, this thing's got 400 and, after the mods, 400 there we go. So a little pull like that with the old tires would have definitely broken them loose. So there's a little bit better traction. But like I was saying, this car's got 475 odd horsepower. That's a lot. That's a lot. Torque is about the same with the mods that I got. So it's going to be tough with any sort of tire to not break them free unless you've got an RT, well, basically a 5.7 liter Hemi. Then you may not be able to break them free as easy. But these tires definitely break free easy, no matter what you do. Again, here we go, half throttle. Didn't break free there. That was nice. That was really nice. Got it up to about 4,000 RPMs, and now we're cruising. So this is a really bumpy road. This is a great example, and I do have to say it is thoroughly noticeable that these tires are softer than the Hankook Ventus and the Eagle F1 supercars. I hate the F1 supercar tires from Goodyear. We're going to take this corner with some gusto here. Grip is impeccable. Great grip. Great grip going around that corner above speed. Above the posted speed. Or should I say allegedly above the posted speed. Yeah. This is enjoyable. Makes the car more fun to drive. I cannot wait to get these tires on the Challenger on all four corners, even on this car. I can't tell you how bad those F1 supercars from Goodyear are. They're stiff. They take forever to warm up. The traction just isn't there. And they don't even look that good. They're just not a good tire. They don't please me the way a tire should as a driver in the right sense. But yeah, this is definitely making the experience a lot better to drive, a lot more fun to drive, and softens it up a little bit more, which is good. So as we're cruising here, I just want to hit one more corner and then try to break the tires loose here at one more stop sign. We've got about another mile left before we do that. But yeah, overall, very happy with these tires. Can't complain. I'm glad they're on right this time. I cannot believe that the tires were put on the wrong way when it specifically says outside and inside on the tires. And mind you, it is also very, very windy today. Wow. Gusts up to 40 miles an hour. You can probably hear it on the video. But now we're just coming up to this corner here. A little bit more. Nice Ram truck, passing a nice Ram truck. Oh yeah, very nice. So jeez, that wind is so much. Pushing on the car. One thing I do have to say, even when I've been driving here, these tires grip. The front tires, those Eagle F1 supercars, they just don't grip very good. Alright, coming up to the last little bit of the video. Thank you for watching. And we're coming up to the final stop sign, and then we'll get out and take a look at these tires. Nice. Nice. We hear that fire-breathing Hemi V8 go. You gotta love it. Okay, so once these tires are warmed up, it does take a significant amount of time, though, to warm these tires up. One negative, they are freaking phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Very cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you want. And we will see you on the next episode. And here's what the tires look like mounted on both sides correctly. I have to wash this vehicle now because it is a little salty, dirty. There we go. Sweet looking tires though. Compare these to the Eagle F1 supercars. Yeah. These definitely have a better look to it.